Alright, so let me test it and evaluate the bed adapter for smaller bed insert. So if you need it, throw a smaller part and taking even less space. Okay, so that's the setup. Insert into master bed. Back it down. There's a little slot there, and go in there and pick it up using a wooden stick to pick it up from this smaller slot here. I designed the slot a little smaller so that when your hand is working on here, it's less interference with your hand. Put it right in the center. Okay, center. So I'm gonna make a round mark. So to start with a nice curve, you can use a wooden rib to compress on the inner part. So you start with a very nice curve on the inside, and then you could follow the curve when you lift. So if you want it, you could also use the round rib to stretch on the inner side. So the outside curve is following the very nice curve here. Now if you want to remove the throwing mark, you could use one wooden rib inside and one wooden rib, metal rib outside. That is how I make a very perfect round bottom by using my 3 inches wooden rib. If you want to stretch it further, you can go there and then just push it out more. And if you look at from the top view, you can see the inside. It's very nice and clean after I use 3 inch round rib to stretch it. So the final step, I usually like to make my lips, my rim smooth. So this is the material, the same material that I put underneath my bed. You can buy it from dollar store, Walmart, I think they have it, on Amazon.com had it. It's called absorber. Okay, absorber. It's for car wash. Okay, car wash. and just cut a little tiny piece like that. I find out it's better than using the leather chamois. And this, so you buy the sheet and then you cut it into smaller sizes, and it's like rectangle shape, and you can trim it and cut it for put it underneath a real bed. People also call that a bed gripper. You can grip your bed, so if the hole of your bed is a little bit too loose, put that underneath your bed. It will stay there without moving while you're throwing. Okay, after that I usually cut the skirt of a clay from the corner. And I just use a wooden knife. If you have a basic kit, you have a wooden knife. And this is my tool, my number 6, actually number 5 wooden knife. A very sturdy and very good quality tool. And after that, use my number 10. This tool is very thin blade, thin. So versus the needle, usually if you have a needle, usually you tend to push it back and your clay stick back on. And if you are using this and hold it very horizontal, you just undercut it. After you cut it, it's very easy to remove it by just cut it and then pick it up like that. And you saw I've done this a lot, but I never explained it. So this is how I do. Versus I know some people use a scraper or something to remove the skirt of clay off the bottom. But I usually do use the wooden knife to cut it. So the new bed adapter is completely fitting into my existing aluminum bed system. So it's a complement to the tool. And in the case that if you want to make something smaller, like a small cup, small bowl, you don't want to take too much room on your shelf. Okay, so you insert it and then just put it all the way in, and you can lift it. Usually I would okay, let's put it back. I would wire it off. Okay, so it's easier to wire it up right on here. Wire it up, and once the clay dry further, you will be able to lift or pick it up from your bed much easier. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's a smaller bed, and sitting on the shelf, it's only take the room almost the same width of your mug or your small things. So it doesn't take like wider like. So this bed is 6 3/4 wide, and this is only like 5, so 4 or 5. So it takes even less room on your precious shelf. So that is what this bed adapter all about. Back here, right? Just a little bed adapter. So you could throw even smaller things, small cup. Right, so this is my evaluation, and it feels good, and that the whole bed insert fit nicely in here. Okay, so I will go ahead and ask my manufacturer to mass production this bed, so that you have more choices. Right, thanks for watching, and see you next time.